And where do you see yourself this time next year? Maybe that's too far in advance for you to be thinking right at the moment. But when you look there, I hope that you see it can look different next year than it looks this year. It can be even better. It could be an expansion of the beauty that you've already created. Everything is possible. And we need to take space to really think about what that is that we want. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila Batella podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons Self-Care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. And today, you're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. I've been thinking a lot about sisterhood recently. Do you have in your life or your business or where you are working right now a collection or even one other person who you would consider part of your sisterhood? And by that, I'm not talking necessarily just about someone who would be like a sibling. I'm talking about sisterhood when it comes to moving into the next phase of your life that you really desire to go to, and having a sacred space with other women or other woman and other women who also wants to grow, where you can understand this goal that you have on the horizon. You've been putting in a lot of effort to achieve. And you also have someone in your midst or a collection of someone's who are championing your cause, who get that that's one piece of your life. And then there's all the other things that you need to do when it comes to your own well-being, caring for the people you have in your life, the different roles and responsibilities that as a woman, you also need to be dealing with. To me, sisterhood is someone who is witnessing you through those things, championing your cause, being able to be there for you, to share all of the different things that you're going through in relation to not only your personal well-being, but like as a friend, but your business goals and holding you to them and seeing what you see. This is something that took me a little while to achieve in my own life. That's the reason why I'm thinking about it right now, because now I look around me and sometimes I'm overcome by the level of beautiful sisterhood support that I have created in my life. And I say I've created, meaning like I've cultivated it. It was a desire of mine. And as a result of really wanting that and putting feet to that desire by taking actions of putting myself out there into new spaces with other women doing really interesting things in the world, the support and the community and the true sisterhood emerged out of that. Now, this doesn't mean that every person that I've connected with has really been aligned to maybe the work that I'm doing. And maybe I've not been aligned to the work that they're doing. The good thing is, though, I've always shown up in every connection with the desire to be a champion to their cause. Even if it's not something that maybe I would be doing, I really have this heart for people going after the thing that they believe they're meant to be doing in this world. And so I want to encourage and support. And that's why I created my whole Seasons community. It's why I love this podcast, because I get to bring voices on here for people to share the things that they're doing. And I mean, I don't do all of the things. I don't think any of us should do all of the things. What I believe is we all were brought here for a reason, to be able to really cultivate that thing within ourselves that we feel we were born with to achieve. And sisterhood is a beautiful place to grow those dreams and those visions. What does it look like for you? Do you have this in your life? Or do you feel like in the landscape of your business, for instance, or maybe just in your life in general, you have more people kind of picking at you and competing with you and looking to one-up you? This is part of life. It's all good. We can handle this. This stuff rolls off our backs, right? My question, though, is, do you have supportive sisterhood in your world? And if not, I want to invite you to start cultivating it. There are many ways to do this. There are different types of networking events. There are online portals. There are so many different environments, in person, online, that you can create this for yourself. It does take your intentionality to do so, though. And so today's message for this minisode, as short as it is to invite you to think about how to do that for you. What feels the most aligned? Do you want to jump right into something where there's just a beautiful large group of women founders doing their thing and seeing where you fit in there and just kind of meeting people and being able to learn and grow in a larger ecosystem? Or do you like a more intimate approach with just one or two people or a very, very small curated group? All of the things exist. All of the things exist for you. And so think about this possibility now. Imagine what your year has looked like, what you've achieved. We're now in this time of the year where we're thinking, wow, what did I do this year? And what do I want to do next year? Bring in this thought of sisterhood. How do you want it to look inside of your business this year? Inside of your relationships, perhaps your personal life, coming into the new year. It can look different next year than it looks this year. It can be even better. It could be an expansion of what the beauty that you've already created. Everything is possible. And we need to take space to really think about what that is that we want. And of course, if you take a look inside my show notes, you'll see the different ways that I am offering community opportunities for people who feel like they want to have that extra level of support. And there's a different level of size. So my Seasons Growth Accelerator is a little bit larger group. It can fluctuate in size. And then my mastermind is definitely a smaller, more curated group as well. And so it really depends on what you want. That's one option. There are others with working with other people too. I just really want to invite you to think about what's going to feel the best for you. And where do you see yourself this time next year? Maybe that's too far in advance for you to be thinking right at the moment. But when you look there, I hope that you see that there is time. There's still time this year, my goodness, to be able to achieve the things that you really want to achieve. We can very easily get caught up in the whole hype and hustle of this season to think, oh no, I'm so disappointed. I didn't do all the things I wanted to do this year. I hope you didn't do all the things you wanted to do this year, because if you're like me, it was a very long list and maybe it was too much to accomplish in one year, perhaps. And maybe you are discounting what you actually have achieved. And if you still have work to do, I'm happy, because if you're still alive, there's still work to do. So always be celebrating the things you've achieved and know there's more time. There is. You can still make the most of this month as well. So I leave that with you. Take a look, do a little inventory around your sisterhood. See how it's supporting you. I am so grateful for my sisters who listen to this. Thank you. A resounding thank you to the way that you support and encourage me. And it is my pleasure and my privilege to encourage and support you. That's part of this podcast. I love to just reach out and support and encourage. So thank you for listening. As you're going through your week, take space for yourself. Don't get caught up in the hype and the hustle and bustle of this time of year. Actually take space for you so that you can keep moving towards your goals, feeling your best. I send you all my love. Thank you for listening. Tag a bestie if you feel like this would help them. And stay tuned. This Wednesday, I've got a really fun episode coming up for you. So looking forward to seeing you there. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. Big blessings.